Hey guys, what's happening? So, the issue of Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana facing an attack from Venezuela is not fake, it is real. I have been advocating for a long time that we do not want war in the Caribbean. People laugh at Venezuela, they say that they cannot do anything and that they don't have any kind of ammunition or arsenal to do any kind of destruction. I will not be so fast to say so. China has made it clear that they will defend their assets in Venezuela and in Latin America. That should give you a clear indication of things to come. This morning, when I read in the Trinidad Express, the Venezuelan defense minister has issued a direct warning to Trinidad and Tobago, stating that the country would receive a response from Venezuela to any attack carried out from its territory. Remember, the Trinidad government said it would give the US access to its land if Venezuela decides to carry out an attack on Guyana. Well, Venezuela is saying, look, if the US uses your territory as a launching pad, expect to receive a response. People will laugh after this, but I'm saying to you, this is not a laughing matter. This is exactly what I warned about in my previous videos. We should not allow this sort of thing to happen in the Caribbean. We should settle these matters diplomatically. I often said that the US is fomenting war and they cannot live without war. We're in the middle. He was speaking in a broadcast from his Instagram account. He said that this response would be considered a legitimate defense and told the government to make no mistake. To those who sent a written statement from the United States, I'm referring to the government of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and the government of Trinidad and Tobago, who have played along. I say to you, well, if they attack from your territory, you will also receive a response, and that is legitimate defense. I want to say, when it comes to war, people say all is fair in war. If someone uses your territory to attack another territory, that territory that's been under attack can attack you. It is the game of war, and it's all fair in war. So, this is why I've been saying that Caribbean governments have to be responsible with how they talk and how they give access to the United States. They're not going to be here after. And we pray and hope that nothing ever happens down there in Venezuela in terms of an invasion. He says, you already know what our profile is regarding respect for sovereignty of peoples. You already know what our profile is regarding respect for human rights. You know what our profile is regarding respect for international law. You know what our profile is regarding respect for self-determination of peoples. And you know what our profile is regarding national independence, he stated. So he's given this following Prime Minister Pasal Bessese praise for the U.S. growing military presence in the Caribbean in the past few weeks. However, the defense minister in Venezuela had previously called the government shameless and said that the territory will not forgive such an alignment. Listen, if you look on the screen right there, you see that map? We're totally encircled. That's where all the U.S. assets are currently in the Caribbean. And if you don't think that's a cause for concern, that's not for drugs. That's just definitely not for drugs. You have to be blindsided and really foolish to think that is about drug interdiction. Please give it a wrap. Earlier today, the defense minister in the national broadcast alleged that the U.S. had deployed multiple intelligence gathering aircraft near its territory to gather information in real time. He also condemned an alleged encounter between the U.S. Navy destroyer, the USS Jason Dunham, and a tuna fishing boat off the coast of Venezuela, stating that the U.S. did not have authority to carry out the alleged interception. From what I understand, what I saw, it was in Venezuelan territorial water, and that's an incursion. 18 heavily armed hostile men boarded a fishing vessel targeting the humble fishermen who were duly authorized to fish. The search lasted 8 hours. And curiously, notice the gringos that boarded the ship. They deceived the fishermen that they had communication with Caracas. So they deceived the fishermen, according to the defense minister, told them that they had communication with Caracas to search the vessel. That's what they do all the time. That's the US MO right there. Don't want. That's why I often say diplomacy is the best game, and trying to ascertain a way out of problems by talking. It may be a long game, and people may talk different things during that and may disagree on many things. But I think discussions is always the best way to go. Invading a country, it never ends, and you will be in the middle of it, Trinidad and Guyana. Take it easy, guys. Take care.